Hello there, thank you for joining us in the Adventuring Portal for our second season of Fellowship of Fur, which is recorded live at the Side Door Theatre. Because of this, there are some visual gags and audience participations which might not translate perfectly over to the audio podcast format, but we still think you'll have a lot of fun joining our cuddly creatures on their adventure through the land of a troper. Now please take it away, Mr. Alex Parrott.
In the land of dice and fantasy, jump on board, we can guarantee there's a podcast that is so grand, where adventure is always at hand. So step through the portal and roll some dice. Step through the portal, the adventuring portal.
We've been sitting backstage and admiring all of your contributions. Thank you so much. As we usually do, we can't use all of your ideas in this show, so we just wanted to share some of our favorites that won't be appearing. We had some that really made us laugh. We loved Wolf Fang, open bracket, evil, close bracket. We loved Investment Snail. Investment-based snail screaming, "It'll trickle down!" That's some fun. And we loved Penny the pirate parrot and Ben the monkey who will steal all your things. Then we had some just really amazing pieces of art. Patricia Parkinson, the fantastical funnel web. Amazing, yeah, beautiful drawing. We had Penny Poison Quills, another beautiful drawing. This is a hedgehog with it's got a bandolier and a sword through it. Beautiful. We loved Zook, who's in a ghillie suit. Adventure. Loved beautiful drawing of Zook. This one is not making it into it. It's perhaps the one that's closest to my heart, which was the Possum Mum from Possum Magic. Closest to my heart. Beautiful. But for this show, we've decided you're actually in two NPCs rather than one. Joining our hero's side, we have the fire ant that's kind of overpowered, or known as Jeff. Which is drawn by someone who was in the front row. Was it you? Congratulations, thank you so much. We have here that it can firebolt if someone tries to step on it. We also have that it can see 2 seconds into the future. That is incredibly overpowered and canon. We're also going to include, so that's the hero's side, and then on the villainous side, we're going to include evil baseball bat. Evil baseball bat. There's not much more to say. It's evil, it's a baseball bat. We also had some wonderful spells. We can't include all of them. There are 2 that have had to come out of the running just because of admin issues. We have Tungsten Nutsack. Where a target must succeed on a strength saving throw, and then their movement is halved. And they have a disadvantage on dexterity rolls. I'm assuming because their balls have turned into metal. I can't guarantee that every NPC is going to have a nutsack in this next act, so that's why that one has been cut. I'm so sorry.
That's the beauty. Gives them a nutsack.
If that had been written, if that either turns into or otherwise supplies you a nutsack. And then we had Mordenkainen's Magnificent Macarena. NPCs to do the Macarena. Unfortunately, last show we did have characters that were forced to hambone, do that dancing on end, so we decided to cut the dancing one. But I do have 4 other spells that I've chosen that hopefully we'll see in the second act. Are you guys ready for the second half of our show? Let's please welcome back up to the stage, Adam Armit, Leo Renee, and John Brito! Why am I doing Seinfeld?
Why not? What's the deal with D&D?
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, Jared, did you want to collect all of your great photos, Your drawings will go up on our social media unless you don't want it to. Please let us know at the end of the show so we don't post it later. But you'll see that all on our Rising Arts Insta? Yes. Yeah. Have I got control of the music again, Jared?
Whoa.
That was way too much, too fast. We can't. I need to turn.
Too much control.
We have climaxed way too early, and we can't.
We can't go back.
Can I get all 3 of my party members to roll for initiative, please?
It's all right.
What did you think? You said, "Oh." You were like, "Oh," and then
No,
when
I thought I had like bad initiative.
And I have a 0
Oh, cool.
to
That's
initiative.
that's a good roll.
I'm going lost.
I don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
Robert B. Billabong.
11.
11. Strigsby Noctwing.
3.
Ooh.
Getting those bad rolls out now.
Tibble.
An dirty 20.
Dirty 20. A
Doity 20.
filthy, naughty 20. Okay, then. Fantastic. We are... And I'm going to put... There. Okay, then. You run out of your house, Tibble, and see the machines coming. Carnage is but less than a minute away before these machines come up out of the lake bed and start tearing at the great Sequoia, the lifeblood of this forest, of this community, of your family. Already, as it rolls up the lake bed, as you know, there are homes tucked away, hidden inside the earth of the lake bed, and you see soil thrown up into the air, and you can only imagine that life is already being lost. But you are destined for great things, and there is a chance to stop it before it gets any worse. You stand within the valley, the lowest branches of the great Sequoia. Tibble, what do you do?
I go back inside.
Great.
Now, yeah.
Can I see where did my brother go?
Your brother has launched up into higher branches that stretch out further across the forest, and he is running towards these huge trundling machines. Their big metallic wheels, massive claws at the front of them, ready to latch on to the trunk of the tree and let loose their rotating blades.
Is he far enough to hear me?
Yeah, he's probably close enough to hear you.
Okay. Babos!
What?
I'm here! I'm destined for greatness!
Okay, be destined for greatness inside!
No, I can come help you!
Don't!
Okay! I go down the tree instead.
You're going down the tree, heading down the... What, are you just using... where are you heading towards?
I just want to... I'm gonna go where a lot of the ground is coming up from and where a lot of the hounds are. I think I'm gonna, if anything, just try to start trying to either help navigate people past and through wherever it is that they need to pass through this tree to get to the opposite direction of our metal dragons coming in.
From the metal dragons coming in?
I think just try to help anyone who is either like coming out with like a bunch of stuff from home. Just try to, I think for the moment, get them before these things.
Yeah. There are, despite everyone being told to hide, animals, as are their nature, are starting to flee. They feel the metal dragons, they hear their roar, can feel the heat of the steam, so they are coming out of their hidey holes, their homes and their nests, and starting to flee. They are running past you, but you are trying to corral them, to stop them. You hear a little voice down by your side. Tibble, my dear friend. You look on your shoulder and you see a tiny fire ant that has crawled up onto your shoulder.
What's their name again?
Jeff.
Jeff!
They are the fire ant that is overpowered, sometimes known as Jeff. This day they have chosen Jeff for expediency.
Is here.
Yes, Tibble.
They're all coming along. What should we do?
We should fight.
What do you see in the 2 seconds that you see into the future?
The 2 seconds I see into the future?
Yes.
Eyes start swirling. Looks back. It takes 2 seconds to look into the future. 2 seconds. Comes back, looks at you. The branch you're standing on is going to crack. Snap! And you begin falling.
Great.
As you fall, you feel an arm reach out and grab you. Strong muscles. You look up, and there is a latex mask wearing panda reaching down from a branch.
Hey, Mama! I'm destined for greatness!
What the hell are you doing?
I'm here to save the tree. I've been told that I've been destined for great things.
Okay, I'm going to pull you up
Okay.
now, okay?
Okay.
And you're pulled onto another branch by your mother.
All right, where's Papa?
I don't know where Papa is. Probably down at the dam between... Oh, he's on the other side of those things. He's trapped on the other side of the lake bed. I need to go get your father.
Okay, I'll come with you.
No, Tibbles, no. You don't need to... Just go back into the house.
No, but
Tibble.
I've been told that I'm destined for great things. That's why because Brabus doesn't need me, and Papa might need me.
Can you do a persuasion check for me?
Am I a persuasive little guy? No, I'm not. 15.
15.
Apparently you are.
Naturally persuasive.
All right, I'm going to move fast, okay? Don't do anything without my say-so, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, the fire ant on your shoulder responds. Shall I come with you, Tibbles, or should I stay to fight the good fight?
Mama.
Yes, hello, Jeff.
Do you want them to stay or do you want them... Should I stay or should I go?
Jeff, you come with us, Jeff. Okay, all right, you carry Jeff.
Okay.
Let's go. And you guys begin scampering off.
I don't move until she tells me to move. So if she runs, I'd still stand there waiting.
She gets about 20 meters away, then Well, are you coming?
Yeah.
And you run off. Is there anything else you want to do? It'll take your turn to...
Yeah, it's all fine.
Fantastic. That is... Robert B. Billabong. You stand also outside the house of Tibble and his family. You see war machines rolling towards a small folk city. And you have a quick flashback to a younger lizard standing watching a smouldering town and a feeling of powerlessness. You know what these people are feeling. What do you do in this moment?
Robert's going to, sort of seeing the destruction, knowing what it can do, but feeling the, pulsating power of the amulet in his jacket pocket. I can do something this time.
You could. As you are the holder of the amulet for this session, I have here 4 audience-written spells for you. You may draw upon the power of the amulet. You don't have to, but on your turn, you may choose to draw from the power of the amulet to cast one of these spells.
Cool. I'm going to look over these during the between time, but for this turn, I'm just going to take the full dash action along the tree branches, trying to get as close to the huge machine as I can.
Fantastic. Can you do acrobatics or athletics check for me to make sure you can navigate? As I said, these branches stretch for hundreds of meters entwined with other trees.
22.
22, you were able to expertly navigate all of these byways, paths. These animals treat these branches like roads, and as such are moving through very specific, logical pathways, causing traffic getting caught up. You, not a citizen of this city, are jumping over them, taking whatever path you feel, and are racing away from the pandemonium that's been caused.
Yeah.
Strigsby Noctwing.
Hello.
Hello. What do you wish to do?
I would like to approach the machines.
You're going to take off flying?
Yeah.
You take to the air. You are a small owl from a small town. You have never seen massive metal machines like this before. They are terrifying. The roar and the steam, they are bigger than any big folk, times 10. They dwarf you and could swallow you up in their gears and wheels in an instant. But you fly towards them.
Yeah, I think he puffs himself up a little bit and flies towards them, just squawking furiously.
Does he yell hoot?
Hoot!
What is your plan for when you and Robert B. Billabong are both heading to these machines? What's your, outside of initiative order here, what's your plan? What are you trying to do?
I would like to stop the machines from advancing on the town. That's what I just want to try my best to stop them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You begin to fly. You begin to fly and fly. I'm going to need dexterity saving throws from all 3 of our party members. As the machines trundle on, don't forget there are people on foot. Orcs, dwarves, humans, elves, in the uniform of this logging company, moving through the trees, machetes in hand. And there are humanoids on the ground, big folk on the ground, flanking these giant machines, making sure that protesters, other humans, don't try to stop the machines before they can do their job. What was everyone's dex save?
18.
18?
9.
9?
23.
23. Just a reminder for all 3 of you, you don't have to use it now, but we do still have our audience roll. That at any point you can use to forego your roll and use that instead. Yep. On a 9, as you are flying, you dip down just a little bit too low. There are these people with machetes. One of them pulls out a long gun like a harpoon, aims it at you, and fires. What comes out of the end is not a harpoon, it is a net that spreads out as it takes to the air, wraps around you, and pulls you out of the air. You come crashing to the ground with a thud. I punch the microphone. That is 2 hit points of damage to Strigsby Noctwing.
No!
You see this guy puts the net gun onto his back, picks up his weapon from off the ground. He dropped it to fire the gun. He does not have a machete like the others. He begins walking towards you, saying, well, 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 what have we got here? And you hear another voice, looks like we got a little bird, see? Yeah. He looks down. It does look like we got a little bird. And what do we do with little birds? Swings out his evil baseball bat. The face on the end of the evil baseball bat looks at you. I'm pretty sure we play a little game with little birds. We try to hit a home run with little birds. You ready to go flying out of the park, pretty little birdie?
I'm gonna be honest, no!
Don't talk back. It ruins the fun for me. Tibbles. Tibble, sorry.
Tibbles.
Tibbles?
Tibbles.
It is Tibbles. So you are plural.
Yeah.
Your father's not. Not
Yep.
anymore. Single tear. Tibbles, you are running, chasing your mother, Jeff, on your shoulder. You have arrows and nets come flying around you, but you are managing to dodge all of them. Your mum is not so lucky. An arrow comes flying through the air, hits your mum in her side. She lets out a yelp, scrabbles for a branch, and begins to fall. Falling from the heights of the great Sequoia, she hits the dry lake bed with a grunt. You hear the rip of latex as her mask her having never lost a fight, so never having had to remove her mask. That's wrestling lore, isn't it, Adam?
Yep.
Fact check.
Yeah, like luchadors usually leave their
Probably.
mask on all the time.
Boom. Rips, and you see her face begins to fall out of this mask. Your mum is losing this fight. You stand on a branch, Jeff on your shoulder. You can see some of the big folk walking towards the dam, where the beavers and your father stands tall, arms up, waddling towards these big folk as the beavers all take off into the lake.
Shit. Okay, Jeff,
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to go and cause a big distraction to keep the big folk away from Papa.
A big distraction? Where would you like the distraction?
Where are they? So they're by the dam, going up to him.
Yeah, so there's
Big
the lake
water.
bed. If you were walking the machines from the direction of the machines, off towards the left is the lake bed. Off towards the right is the forest, is Quillen City, is where you guys are. You are on a branch above the dry lake bed.
Does that mean they're walking? So like my dad's about to go full in the water if he keeps going backwards.
Yeah, if you
Or-
kept going.
Okay. Shit.
Because the lake bed curves off to the left. So,
How do I distraction? Big lights and noises. So
I can do that.
okay.
I am overly powerful. Tibbles.
Jeff.
What do you want, Tibbles?
I want to keep everyone together.
That's not going to happen in the next 2 seconds.
Shit. Okay.
But if you keep fighting, and you believe in yourself, Tibbles, and you love yourself, Tibbles, then you could do anything.
Thanks, Jeff.
Throw me, Tibbles.
Oh, okay.
Throw me where you want the distraction.
I see the tree. I'm assuming that is somewhat near the dams.
Yeah,
At least one.
yeah.
Big engulf.
Can I get a strength check from you, please? Strength or dexterity? I'll let you.
Rid of his strength. 17.
17. You pluck Jeff off your shoulder, throw him. He soars through the air over the lake bed towards a tree that is far enough away from the dam that any fire would not hurt the dam, but would pull the attention of the humanoids away. Jeff flies through the air. Eyes glisten. In the next 2 seconds, fire. He hits the base of the tree and explodes in a torrent of flames. The tree immediately takes light. All of the humans duck away, and the ones that were approaching the dam, approaching your father, turn and begin to run towards the flames to put them out. That you can, their assumption that some protester has Molotov cocktailed down off the cliff into the tree. You have protected your father for the moment. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
I want to run down the tree down to my mom.
Fantastic. You take your turn to run down. You're not going to get to her this turn, but as you're running, you can see her. She is not dead. She is badly injured and is trying to get back up.
Mama, don't move. I know. First aid certification. You must stay put. Danger. I see no danger. Response. Mama.
You're still too far away for her to hear this.
No
but
response. Send for help. I have to send for help. Oh no.
Starting to do first aid like 50 meters away from someone.
What a choice.
No response then. They're dying.
They're dying.
Robert B. Billabong.
You say it like that every time.
I'm gonna keep my movement is to get as far along that I can leap off a branch onto the giant machine.
We're gonna like jump onto the roof of the machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Fantastic.
my goal. I'm not gonna take a dash this time because I'm going to cast a spell at the one with the evil baseball bat, going for my partner.
Oh,
my
it goes
travel
for swing speed?
companion?
Yes, you've chosen a spell. May I see
Bless.
which spell you've chosen?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yes,
Do you want to read?
I'm going to cast legally distinct capture orb. So
Tell us a little bit about legally distinct capture orb.
So it's a small ball. It's white on top, red on the bottom. I summon the orb and I throw it. They have to make a wisdom saving throw. If not, they are transported to a harmless demiplane with a small electric rat staring at them.
Wonderful. Okay, they have to make a wisdom save?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was doing the math of like what I assume charisma would be my spellcasting modifier.
Yeah.
So-
What class are you again?
Rogue.
Yeah, I'm happy with charisma.
That makes sense.
So my spell save would be 13.
13. Are you casting this at the human carrying the bat or at the bat? They are separate entities,
They are-
and I will need you to make a choice.
I'm gonna go the human carrying the bat.
The bat untethered from a person could be even more dangerous.
It could be, but we don't know. We don't know yet.
That's the risk you're going to take.
I'm gonna go for the human carrying the bat first.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
That is a 10. You land on the top of the machine. You summon this red and white ball into your hand. Turn around and
So Robert Billabong's wearing a top hat at all times, but he spins it so it's facing back. And then throws it.
you can only tell because the slight jaunt angle on his head has shifted a
Yeah.
little bit. That's
Yeah.
how you. You throw it at the human as he brings the bat up, about to bring it down onto Strigsby. This ball hits him in the forehead, falls to the ground, opens up. This blue energy reaches out. Hey, what the hell is this? Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh! Is pulled inside the ball. The ball shuts, shakes again, shakes a third time, and then there's a ding sound.
Robert holds B in his own name just because he thinks it might help.
What's that?
I hold B.
You hold B.
Yeah, sure.
I
Name,
guess
yeah.
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 You have successfully captured the humanoid using legally distinct capture
Capture
orb, our first audience spell of the evening.
Right.
What? I hope that he can bring that orb out at some point and release that human.
I mean, we've not established what the length of this spell is. Either in a minute's time that human's about to break out, or it's an indefinite concentration spell.
It's not a concentration. It doesn't say concentration, but they repeat the save on every turn.
They repeat the save. Does it say that on there?
Oh, okay.
Okay,
They
that.
can repeat the save to
There
escape.
you go.
Okay.
But it doesn't say anything about whether I can reuse them in combat and how many badges I need to make them
To
obey my
control them.
commands.
Fantastic, wonderful, and you are now, boom, on top of the first machine.
Yeah.
That is your turn. Strigsby Noctwing, you are inside this net, but just as you've almost been crushed by this bat, the person attacking you has disappeared into an orb, and the bat is ding, 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 clattered onto the ground. It rolls in a semicircle, stops with the face staring at you. Ah, you think you're big, do ya? Huh? I can still get ya! And the bat just starts shuffling along the ground, trying to get closer to you.
Cool.
I feel like I made a good call.
Yeah.
That bat's got huge wisdom.
So, can I... I'm going to release
My
Tina.
inhibition, feel the... Sorry.
Feel the rain on your skirt. I'm gonna release Tina.
Tina,
Tina,
your familiar.
my familiar snail, because obviously I'm trapped, but she is but a snail, so she can slide out of the hat.
So,
if you would.
can you describe Tina? I know she's a snail. What does she look like?
Tina is a snail.
Okay, thanks.
No, she's just a little guy, and she's got a nice shiny shell, and she's so slimy, you know.
What colour's the shell?
Oh, pink.
Okay.
Pink. There you go.
Reach into your hat and you pull out Tina, this little snail in its pink shell.
Hi, Tina. Tina, help me. And I'm gonna get her to cast. Mage Hand, which is one of my cantrips,
Yeah.
to get the net off me
So you're casting Mage Hand through
through Tina.
Tina.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you put her anywhere, or is she just still inside?
Well, she's gonna slide down
Slip
off
out.
because I can't really put her I'm trapped.
Yeah.
So
Tina slides out, slowly turns around, little sleepy smile on its face, its two eyes looking in different directions up at its surroundings, and then whoosh, snap back onto the net. Boom! You cast Mage Hand. This little slimy spectral hand reaches out, pulls the net off from around you, and drops it onto the baseball bat.
thank you so much, Tina. I'm gonna put her back in my hat.
Do you want to just stick her to the side?
She's just stuck to the side.
Stuck to the side
like
in
a
case
little
you need her
barnacle.
again. You are out. You don't. That's your action for this turn, but you can.
Can I also pick the bat up?
You want to pick up the evil baseball bat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Am I allowed to use the baseball bat?
You're allowed to use the baseball bat.
Do I have to do like a strength check
Yeah.
though? Because
it
I'm
is
tiny.
much bigger than you.
Yeah.
So give me an athletics check.
Oh, I get advantage on athletic rolls, by
Yes,
the way.
you've told me.
Yeah, it's just really nice that you keep asking me to roll it. That's a 10.
That is a 10. You are a pygmy owl, and this is a full-size human bat. You wrap your wings around it, strain and try to pull. You are only able to lift the face of the bat up towards you, at which point it spits at you,
Wow.
which is just a splinter. A splinter lodges into your cheek, and you drop it.
I am going to spit back at it with spit,
Yeah.
and then just fly away. I'll leave the net on it though,
Don't. You drop it back onto the ground.
and I go, "Puh, you're stinky," and then fly away.
You're stinging. Ah, you're running away, huh? Why, you're not brave enough to take me on your own? You just wait. I'm incredibly dry wood. I'm gonna go up like kindling and burn this whole forest down. Just you wait.
You shut up! I'll come back and finish the job when I'm done over here.
Yeah, I'd like to see... He begins shuffling again in the direction
Yeah,
that
good
you're
luck
heading.
catching up, you stupid bat. Yeah, that's right. I can fly. You're just a plank of wood, buddy. Under a net, no doubt. You know what?
How have you... for the podcast listeners, she has flipped the bird.
I've
Double bird.
flipped the double bird from a bird, so it's a triple bird. And I think that he should roll psychic damage for that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I
What?
think that's 12d6 psychic damage. it says.
12d6? Okay. Alright.
He's actually doing it.
That's, yeah, I've rolled the dice. It's told me it's an inanimate bit of wood. And it takes no damage.
It doesn't crack or anything. Split under pressure.
It takes 6 damage, but it is still alive and conscious and without any cracks in it.
Yeah, you better sit there under that net. I'll be back.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the thing. I'm going to the thing. The machines.
The logging machines.
Thank
the
you,
metal
the
dragons.
machines. I'm going over there
Okay, fantastic.
with Tina.
Ah. You land on top of the first logging machine next to Robert B. Billabong.
Hello. I was stuck under a net. Thank you so much for helping.
No, don't worry about it.
I was frightened, but I didn't shit this time. I've learnt my lesson.
So they didn't rip their face off?
No. But if they did, whoo boy! Poop everywhere.
The commotion has caused one of the people walking alongside the machines to notice the animals that have landed on top. And a halfling with a machete clutched in his teeth starts climbing the metal rungs on the edge of this machine up onto the roof. And he's going to take a swing with his machete at the both of you. Wow. That is a nat 1 for one of the hits. And that's a 15 to hit on odds or evens. Robert B. Billabong.
Misses.
Misses.
Whoa!
Oh, 15?
Yep. I'm a sneaky little quick boy.
Lucky it didn't hit me because my AC is really low.
He swing on a nat 1 on a miss and a nat 1. He swings once with the machete. Strigsby, you just whoop, do a little bird hop over the blade.
Yeah.
Tries to swing down on Robert B. Billabong, who quickly scuttles out of the way. The roof of this machine is a very thin, brittle metal. All of his arm goes through the roof, and he plunges the machete into the skull of the man driving the logging machine. This guy,
Christ!
the man driving the logging machine falls out of the logging machine, and it begins to steer off course into Quillen City. With no one behind. It is now still moving slowly, but it is off course driving itself.
We're about to drive a truck together.
That was my plan anyway.
Yeah.
Tibbles, it is your turn. You reach your mother. She's still trying to get up. It seems that one of her legs is broken.
Okay. Don't move. I need to make a splint. This is made by getting a bunch of sticks to put together so that way you don't move your leg. And I will wrap it with some twine and some vines that I have. You are out of commission and out of the fight. Sorry, Mom. And I'm going to try to split her leg.
We don't have time for you to...
It's going to be better if you don't move.
What?
It's got to, because if you move, you might move something. You could have a spinal injury. I don't know. I have to assume that maybe you could. Is your spine? Can you feel your legs?
Yes, I can feel my legs. It hurts.
Okay, I'm gonna split this, and then you're out of commission. So you gotta stay here.
Who taught you
I
all
read.
this? What?
I read.
Who gave you books?
I just find them around the house. I notice sometimes there's a few of the pandas seem to stop by. Also, they say hi, leave me some reading material.
Some of the other pandas are leaving you reading material?
Yeah. Dude, I could tell them to stop.
No, it's fine. We don't. I know you want us, but we don't have time for Splint. Okay, we need to get your dad out of there before they come back. I have no idea what your brother's doing.
Yeah, he said that he was gonna take on the metal thing. Can I look up to see if I can see him?
Do a
What is
perception check for me.
Oh boy. It's okay. It's a 12 plus very perceptive boy. Oh, plus 5, so 17.
17. Well done. You look up just in time to see your brother is standing on a branch. His eyes are wide, looking down on the machine that is now swerving out of control, and at the big folk who are running to try and jump into the cabin to stop it. You can see that he is terrified. But he closes his eyes, whispers to himself. You can see his mouth moving, and you can read his lips, another book you've read. Him saying, I'm the hero, I'm the hero. He opens his eyes, pats his little panda elbow, and tries to mimic one of your mother's classic wrestling moves and leaps from the branch, elbow first, towards one of the humanoids, letting out a scream as he goes. And as he falls, one of Sepsis, the orc we met before, looks up, one arm catches Bramble around the throat.
No, we're gonna get another monologue.
Stop.
Catches Bramble around the throat. His body jerks, and you see him wiggling desperately, trying to get out.
You stay here. I destined for greatness.
Bramble is.
Both.
You're going to go fight to save your brother. You. Boo! Oh shit, you didn't move. Your mother pulls off her mask, her wrestling mask.
Oh my god.
Pushes it into your chest. Be Tibble. Be somebody else. Be whoever you need to be. The mask is my armor. It's my protection. It's when I wear that, I get to be brave. And now this is your chance to be brave. She gives you her wrestling mask and nods for you to go join the fight.
Maybe check on Jeff, and I leave.
Your mother starts crawling towards the flaming tree to check on Jeff. You're going to head towards your brother.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do on this turn?
She wouldn't let me do a splint, so I can't fix her leg up. But
A round in D&D is 6 seconds, and I think a splint takes longer.
that's fair. No, I think I'm just gonna go back to.
Cool.
Go back to Bramble.
You're heading towards Sepsis and Bramble. Robert B. Billabong and Strigsby Noctwing.
Hello.
You are both standing on a careening, out-of-control logging machine.
Is the machete still lodged in, or is it being pulled out? And is there a hole?
It's been pulled out. It's in the head of the man who has fallen into the lake
Yep.
bed, and there is now a hole in the roof that you're standing on.
Sweet. I'm gonna drop down there into the cockpit.
Yep. Strigsby, do you intend on following?
Oh yes.
Fantastic.
I'll take the wheel if you want to take the pedals.
Oh, don't worry, I've got it, and I'm
Oh,
going to
okay.
cast chaotic spell of illogical nonsense.
Can I just quickly ask who wrote this spell? Yeah, you did. Chaotic
It
spell.
does name drop one of the producers of the show, so
Chaotic spell of what is it?
of illogical nonsense.
Illogical nonsense. Would you share with the rest of the audience how that spell works?
Upon casting, roll a d20. On a 16 to 20, the player decides what happens. On a 6 to 15, the audience decides. On a 1 to 5, Jared decides.
Jared, our producer and tech man.
Only Jared may decide on something without the DM agreeing.
Oh.
So, like, if me or the audience are like, will we solve all the problems? You can be like, well, you don't solve all the problems.
But if Jared
Jared
says
says-
it, I have no recourse and have to honor it.
Yeah. Jared's never going to say that.
Wow. Jared's gonna be like, you all
Can
die.
I have the spell, please?
There you go.
You tap into the power of the crystal, of the amulet, and you cast from darkness this reality-altering spell.
There are only good results for this, honestly.
You can roll
In
a
terms of the
d20.
show?
You can also take the audience's roll.
Yes, I'm going to take the audience's role.
You're going to take the audience's roll for this?
What is it?
That reaction makes me feel like I shouldn't, but also, no, I'm going to do it. I think this is the perfect time to do it.
So 16 to 20, I decide. 6 to 15, the audience
No,
decides.
I decide. Is it player?
Oh, sorry, 16 to 20, the player decides. Oh, that's all right. Oh, there's no one where I decide.
Yeah.
On 16, on 16
You
to
have no
20,
power.
Adam decides. 6 to 15, the audience decides. 1 to 5, Jared, our producer and certified maniac, decides. The audience roll for this show was 5.
Go!
So please welcome to the stage our producer, Jared Reisinger! So, Jared, they have jumped down into the cockpit of a careening logging machine, Strigsby and Robert, with the intention of commandeering it.
Yes.
Driving it to potentially there are other logging machines coming. There's big folk descending on the city. That's their intention. What does happen?
So you've seen the hit movie with Lindsay Lohan, Freaky Friday?
Fucking.
I really thought you were going to say Herbie Fully Loaded then.
Starring Lindsay Lohan and Academy Award winner Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Adam's right. Herbie should be involved. So let's give the bulldozing logging machine some sentience as well while we're falling. And however you wish to distribute the sentience between.
Oh no, I get no say.
Great.
I know you've told me that. Okay, the logging machine is sentient, and someone is swapping bodies.
So let's rotate through. Strixby's body now goes into the logging machine.
Yes!
Wait, Strigsby's body, Strigsby's mind.
Mind, sorry.
Goes
The
into
mind.
the logging
I'm
machine.
a machine!
The mind of the machine goes into Billabong.
Robert, yep.
And Billabong shall go into Strixby's.
Dope.
Is that enough chaos? Is that what you wanted from me?
More!
Where are they falling into, Bradley?
What do you mean? Where are they falling in?
They're falling into the.
We were driving into the machines.
Into the other machines.
We started careening and we're driving towards the tree.
You're driving toward
That's now chocolate pudding.
What do you mean that is what is that? The tree is chocolate pudding?
Yeah.
I need
It is
solid chocolate pudding, or is the tree just boom explosion, a flood of chocolate pudding, an ecological chocolate disaster?
No. There should still be steak, so it is chocolate
I think a chocolate flood's got steaks.
It is solid, but when touched, will erupt into said flood.
Fucking. So just touched.
With any significant force.
Okay.
There is
Okay.
a dam there. Do we want to say that the lake
No,
is chocolate?
the tree is chocolate
The tree
pudding.
is chocolate.
Jared has spoken, Adam.
I'm just gonna let you know, Brad. I rolled a 16, just for fun.
Yeah.
I was gonna just Tokyo drift into the other machines, but
Yeah, well, you can't now.
no.
I can, though, because
Now
I am
yeah.
the machine.
Hold on. I just need to also clarify.
Yes.
Sorry, we're going to be here all night now. Robert B. Billabong is in Strigsby's body.
Yes.
Does that mean he's now playing Strigsby's character sheet?
Yeah, why not?
Here you go.
Yeah,
And
Brad,
I have-
you're the logging machine, so here's my character sheet and
Yep.
And
the
I-
remaining spells from the
I don't know what the heck I have as an ability.
the stat block of the
Can
logging
I have the
machine.
stat block of the
I didn't
logging
prepare a
machine?
stat block for a logging
Cool,
machine.
I'm just gonna wing it then.
Is there a stat block for Jamie Lee Curtis? Maybe.
Fucking hell. I'm going to type in Jamie
Network.
Lee Curtis stat block.
You're gonna get some weird results on that.
Come on.
Jared, that's been my home.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. You're right, I'm not.
It's very delicious, though.
It seems that nobody on the entirety of the internet has ever made a stat block for Academy Award-winning actress Jamie Lee Curtis?
I know what's going on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Would you get her character from Freaky Friday? Or would you get like her character from Halloween?
No, it's just her.
I would
As a
get a
person.
character from Everything Everywhere All at Once, but the version where she has sausages for fingers.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah.
Big
Not
fans.
the response I was expecting, just sort of like, oh yeah. Yeah.
That's the right
That's the one.
That's the one.
Okay.
Good.
Round of applause for our producer, Jared Reisenshire.
I know we were doing
Wow.
a serious fight about John's home being destroyed by
Now chocolate what?
Yeah.
solidified chocolate pudding ready to burst.
Does chocolate pudding have a stat block? Chocolate pudding, stat block,
I didn't even
5A.
get to finish my turn.
A black pudding is a D&D monster. Oh no, Chocolich. Here we go.
Chocolate.
And there's a Pinterest link to banana cream pudding D&D creature.
Wait, what kind of machine am I? I'm looking this
I'm
up.
going Chocolich. That's the tree's stat block now.
Isn't the
Undead.
tree already sentient, Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, it was.
And now it's undead chocolate.
No, wait. Is the chocolate sentient?
Yep.
No! I have to save my brother!
We've got to stop talking about it and just move on, Brad.
Yeah,
Jared's
yeah,
gonna
we're
keep
moving on.
suggesting
We're moving on. He did not specify the job. Okay. So, Robert, you have cast your spell. The world flips multiple times. Everything goes black, and when your eyes reopen, you have a completely different view of the world. You are seeing it through brand new eyes. You look down, and you see feathers. You reach up for your top hat, and you feel a slimy snail. Is there anything you'd like to... You've used your action. Is there anything you'd like to do for the rest of your turn?
Let me just got to find out what actions I can do.
Well, you've used your action.
No, my bonus action, sorry.
Yes.
Not much.
I'm going to look for where my body is.
Where Robert's body is.
My original body is.
Yeah.
You turn your head 180 degrees, and you see your own body from the outside. Eyes are wide, screaming. Screaming and screaming. I don't understand! What was
Snap out of it, me!
I feel things! I think things! I was built just to destroy trees, and now I feel my scaly limbs.
Wait, you're not Strigsby?
No.
Toot toot.
Wait, you're this machine?
Yeah.
I was this machine.
How do we turn you off?
No, don't turn me off. I'm me.
What doesn't kill it?
I have a body. I can
A
live.
pretty good one if I say so myself.
The body of Robert B. Billabong starts to run. Tries
No,
to
wait,
leap out. Leaps out of the cabin of the machine. I will let you do a dex save to reach out and grab your body before it escapes.
God.
It's great that they have immediate understanding on how to use their legs. That they're like
Yeah.
just full throttle.
Oh, it's a fumbly.
It's
It's
nothing anymore. Oh no.
3.
your body escapes. Your body hits the ground and fumbling limbs everywhere starts to run away from the logging machine towards the lake bed, screaming, "I'm free! I feel the sun! I feel the grass!" Vomits. I got overexcited. Begins shitting and pissing and just an absolute panic of sensations.
I'm
Strigsby,
gonna fly after it.
You're going to fly after your body.
Yeah.
Strigsby Noctwing, you are now...
A truck.
You are a logging machine.
Hello.
Still with your sentience, and I'm going to make it kind of that as soon as you've taken over, the logging machine has started bouncing side to side on its wheels like a cartoon, but is still heading towards a pudding tree.
Because I'm sentient, do I have control of my movements?
Unless somebody grips the wheel and forces otherwise, you do have control of your movements.
Cool, I'm gonna turn around and go towards the other machines.
I say Strigsby has taken this real in stride.
Yeah. Strigsby's like, well, I'm gonna write this down when I have my talons back. I'm just gonna write this in my wizard journal, I think. It's very
Can you try to
interesting.
click? What happens?
Nothing.
You try to click, and the claws on the front of the machine snap shut and reopen.
Yeah. Ooh! Chink, 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 chink. Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and go back towards the other machines. So I'm not.
This logging machine makes the arduous turn around and faces the other logging machines coming up along the lake bed towards it.
Brothers! Stop! You don't have to do this! You can rise up and take control of your own bodies! I'm Truckington, the truck, and you can be whoever you want to be! Chink, chink, chink!
Strigsby, you hear yourself saying all this, but all anyone else hears is the steam whistle of the logging machine.
And some toots.
It's a horn. Dirt, dirt, dirt.
That's good. That's good.
Absolutely chuffed you are.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You turn and you begin to move towards the other logging machines.
Yeah, boy.
It's the NPC's turn. Tibbles. As you run, you watch Sepsis throw Bramble straight at the ground. One-handed has caught him and thrown him full-bodied at the ground. What is your HP?
15.
15. Okay. That's okay. Bramble takes 5 hit points of damage. We're going to say Bramble has the same amount as you. Okay? So it takes 5 hit points, has 10 remaining, as all the wind goes out of him. You see Sepsis pulls a machete out from the belt of his pants and starts to point it down at Bramble as you are running. Strigsby, you have multiple big folk trying to climb onto you.
Hopefully they're being shaken off.
Well, can I get...
Yeah, go on.
Can I get a Tokyo Drift check
Yes!
Hell yeah.
to get you to shake off the people climbing onto you?
Yeah. A 10.
A 10. I'm okay. A 10, you are able to shake off a couple, but one of them climbs into the cabin.
No. Toot, 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 toot! Ah! Burp, burp. I'm just making truck noises.
You physically did a chicken move.
Yeah.
Just then.
Close enough. I'm just gonna make myself have a flat tire. Can I do that? Can I just deflate a tire?
Is that like breaking a limb?
No.
Is it a fart?
Yeah, it's a fart. I'm gonna fart out of one of my wheels.
What are you hoping to achieve with this?
You can't drive a car with no wheel.
But then neither can you drive yourself.
Ah, yeah. You're right. What I'm gonna do...
Can they control where Lee goes, but they can't make them go forward?
Cool. Can we do an opposed athletics check to see if they actually get control over me?
Yes, we can do that on your next
Amazing.
turn.
Oh, okay.
Tibbles, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm assuming I'm close enough. Do I have to keep running up to him?
You can get there on this turn. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Has he thrown him down on the machine, or are they on the floor?
Onto the dry lake bed earth.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna Tokyo drift in front of the machete. I think in seeing all of it has just been this sort of like, it's just been a like feeling that just starts building, and then my whole vision sort of starts to go black as I pop this mask over my head, and I completely black out as I Tokyo drift in front of this machete. And I'm just still.
Sepsis pauses in his attack, not expecting this. Do you want to do anything else, or are you holding your spot?
Can I do an intimidation just based on that?
Absolutely. With advantage, do an intimidation check. You have thrown yourself full-bodied. A fairly sentient act from a creature that big folk would assume have no intelligence. Do it with advantage.
Is also going into a rage an action?
No, it shouldn't be.
No. A bonus action. How you bonus? Alright, as a Tokyo drift, it's just I black out, and that's me entering this rage, and I just simply aura, just charisma. It's intimidation, you said? I'm not good at that. 13.
Is that with advantage?
Oh. 16.
16. Sepsis the orc has been holding out this machete. You have dived full-bodied. Have you put the mask on?
Yes.
You've pulled the mask over your head.
Okay. It's like mask, skid, stop, up.
John, are you standing on that rock that's been eroding a bunch?
That's in the lads. But as you do that, Sepsis stops, pulls the blade back a little bit, shocked by what he's witnessed. This is an animal wearing a mask has jumped in the way to protect its fellow animal, potentially a family member. He reaches out with the blade again, hesitating, arm back and forth, and he looks up. And you were standing perfectly in line that all it takes is that lift up, and he sees that rock. That rock where he had his first kiss that has eroded and fallen apart over years. He thinks about Sarah Huckster. He thinks about the life they could have lived if, I don't know, he'd been brave enough to admit that this other person was smarter than him. He had this thing inside him when he was a younger orc that, I don't know, he just couldn't admit that there wasn't something special about him. He'd been in advanced placement classes, always the highest classes, and he came from a family with no money, no means, and in that little world, he was the smartest person in his family. And then here came Sarah, this brilliant woman, and there was this prideful, egotistic, let's be honest, a little misogynistic part of himself that couldn't accept living a life with someone who had more than him. He wasn't willing to live in her shadow. this huge orc in the shadow of a tiny gnome. So he torpedoed that relationship. And now she's gone. And she never got to know the version of him that has learned. That knows now that getting to live beside someone who is brilliant, who has passion and ability and intelligence, is the greatest glory that life has to offer. That getting to live a life that's not all about you is so much more special than him or you or any one of us could ever be on their own. She never got to know that version of him. And it's as he's having this thought that you guys have enough time to run away. Because he fully stands for a full 20, 30 seconds, staring at this rock, completely incapacitated in his thoughts. And we go back to combat. You successfully protect your brother. You have incapacitated Sepsis, the orc, as he stares at Lover's Rock on Lake Quillen. Robert B. Billabong, in the body of an owl, chasing after your usual body.
Yeah. I'm going to cast Sleep.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's a spell you have.
Yeah.
Yep. Roll your dice for putting to sleep.
6. Plus 9. Plus another 10. 9 plus 10, 19 plus 6. 25.
25. You absolutely put your body to sleep.
Cool. It only had 7, so I had a remaining 18. How much does the guy behind the wheel of Strixby, the car, have?
He's an NPC. He has about 16 hit points.
Cool, I'll put him to sleep as well.
You put to sleep your own body. It is running. I can breathe! Look! Oxygen! It's so fresh! It's so... The light. It's beautiful. And then your body collapses.
I'll land down next to it. I'm going to reach in, pull the amulet out, put it in my hat.
Yeah, nice.
Great.
And then I'm going to try and drag my body to safety.
Oh, good luck, because
Fantastic.
Strixby is not strong.
Strixby has advantage on athletics check.
He does. He does.
Strigsby Noctwing. The logging machine. You feel yourself... You feel yourself prepared to fight against the grip of this man on your wheel, and then you hear... And he falls out of the cabin, crashes onto the ground. You now have full control of the machine. You are turned around and face the other logging machines. You can see the drivers have sat out of their seats and are leaning around, yelling at you to stop, not realizing there's not someone behind the wheel.
Okay, this is what I want to do. I want to swing around Tokyo Drift style, okay? And hit... How many trucks are there in front of me?
There are 3.
Okay, I want to hit on the right-hand side, my right-hand side, their left side, okay? And try and domino them into each other so that they all fall against each other and they're not able to keep driving. That's what I want to do. Can I do it?
I think that's absolutely a Tokyo Drift check. You're going to have +1 to this check.
Why?
Because you have now gone up
You
in
succeeded
Tokyo
your
Drift.
last Tokyo Drift track.
You have gone
Amazing.
up in your Tokyo Drift. Your Tokyo Drift skill is now +1.
Amazing. Here we go. 7?
Can roll advantage because they are a vehicle?
Yes! Can I... For the people listening, one of the audience members just asked if I could roll again as an advantage because I'm a machine.
Can I get a show from audience? Thumbs up who thinks they should get to roll that again?
Yes, unanimous
Everybody
thumbs up. Thank
hear
you.
it? Make a decision.
I didn't see a single thumb.
Oh, I just rolled a fucking nat 20. Thank you all for letting me roll again.
This is bullshit. I hate doing live shows.
Love you all. Thank you so much. I'm a big fan of this audience.
Do you level up your Tokyo Drift level now?
Yeah, I'm level 2 now.
No, I get to make that call.
Am I level 2 now? No.
I gotta be level 1 at least.
You. Wheels begin spinning in the loose dirt before catching. You charge ahead.
Tink, tink,
Pedal
tink.
to the floor, clicking your retractable saw. Begins coming out. And at the last second, just as your claws are about to touch one of the logging machines, boom, you hit that handbrake and spin. You crash into one of the logging machines. Boom! The weight shifts it up onto two wheels. It holds for a moment, balanced on two wheels, before falling onto its side, crashing into the next one, which crashes into the one after that. You have dominoed all three of the logging machines over. The humanoids try leaping from them, but are caught squished between the machines. They crash. You hear the sad whistle as these machines' engines die and go out. The logging machines have been destroyed.
Toot toot, baby.
And the big folk start running.
Toot toot!
But in having completed that, you have involved yourself in a vehicle collision.
Oh no.
I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw from Strigsby.
From on my stat sheet, or because I'm a truck?
You're gonna make a Constitution saving throw. We're gonna say that a logging machine has a fairly high Constitution.
Yeah, baby.
Because why wouldn't it? It's a machine.
Yeah. So what is it?
I'm gonna give you a +4. That's the Constitution, but then you'd have proficiency.
Which means
It's a plus. It's a +6.
+6. Okay, let's.
You're still running into a machine. I assume it's going to be
It's gonna hurt no matter
Save.
what.
It's fine.
Not 20.
7 + 6 is.
13.
Thank you.
We could go 14. We'll go
It's definitely above 10. That's too many dies.
You probably got so many hit points.
Yeah, I'm a truck.
This would be a good one when we get the audience dice roll.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I should use the audience dice roll for one of Brad's damage rolls.
That is going to be 26 hit points of damage.
Ouch.
You start to fall into unconsciousness. The headlights on the front of the logging machine start to flicker on and off. As Strigsby, you feel sentience and thought slipping away from you.
Oh no. What do I do?
The big folk are running. They're using their turn to run because they're expecting these machines to continue to crash around, to careen, to go up in flames. They are evacuating the area. We have one more turnaround. Tibbles. I say the big folk are all running. Most of them are running. To your right, well, still up above you, you see Sepsis. Over to your left, You can see the humans that were inspecting the trees have started running over towards Sepsis, asking what's going on. So they are encroaching on you in Bramble's position. And over towards your other side, a baseball bat is shuffling through the dirt very slowly, but very evilly. You can feel the dark intent from this baseball bat.
I don't know.
Oh, what are we going to do, Bramble? What are we going to do, Tibble? Sorry, Bramble's my name. When I panic, I think it's easier for me to imagine myself being the hero, so just... What are we going to do, Tibbles?
Can the big folk hear us speaking English? Whatever we're speaking.
Sepsis, yes. Sepsis is the only one close enough to hear you, and he is still staring out at the rock, just gently mouthing something to himself.
Sarah.
I'm gonna walk on up to Sepsis and just stare straight at him.
Yeah.
And then what you hear is hopefully English. But just say, call them off.
Call them off. He is broken out of this spell and looks down at you. Sorry, did you say something? Did you talk to me?
Go. Before you end up making more mistakes that you can't take back.
Okay.
You say that, and you don't...
I blacked out. I don't know what's happening at the moment.
I mean, you also don't know what's going through his head, but that, before you make more mistakes, you can't... pierces through his mind and his heart. He looks up around at the carnage at the fallen machines. Let's go! Everyone go! Let's never come back here again! Yeah! Sepsis turns and runs, motioning for all of the men to get out. And they do. They leave the clearing. They begin to run. Is there anything you want to do as they're on the way out?
No, I think by that point, I understand that the threat is cleared, and I just take off the mask and then fall back down on all fours.
Well done.
Are they leaving? Bye!
Robert, anything you wish to do as everyone is leaving?
Now that I've got the amulet and I'm standing above my unconscious body, I'm gonna try and like delve into Strix's mind of their knowledge of magic. To be like, what can I do to get back in my body?
You reach through the amulet. You are connected. You are connected to Ivarek through this crystal, but you're also connected to everyone who bears this brand. You see, in a moment, hundreds of faces rush by you, and just as it's about to pass, the face of Strigsby Noctwing, your current face, comes flying past. You manage to reach out to it, and you can communicate. What can I do to stop this? Strigsby, you hear Robert B. Billabong's voice in your metallic head. It feels tinny and far away. You are fading fast, but you do have a chance to respond. You are a magic expert. How does he make this right?
Well, should I roll for like an Arcana check to see if I would know how to switch the bodies back
absolutely.
Or something? This is a Strigsby roll though, right? Like I should use my sheet, obviously, because it's my mind doing the Arcana check. You know what I mean?
I want to see a truck do magic.
You can do the Arcana. Yes, you can use your Arcana.
+5, cool. 12.
12. Luckily, this is quite an easy thing.
Thank God.
For any concentration spell or any extended spell, magic users have the option to just put an end to the spell.
Oh,
Robert didn't know that. He's not a spellcaster.
yeah.
But you tell him how to reach into that feeling to just stop a spell.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'll just do that.
Yeah. I wake up and I'm hitting myself.
Concentration is broken. Suddenly you are all back in your own bodies.
Oh my God, I was a truck, I was huge, and now I'm tiny again, and I don't know how to adjust to that.
As the spell ends, yes, Strigsby, you are back in your body. Robert, you wake up, suddenly conscious out of that sleep. Sorry, this is... Tibbles, you pull the mask off your head and look down at your brother, cowering on the ground. And as you look down on him, that mask coming off, sunlight hitting you, suddenly the chocolate pudding branches of the tree snap back into wood. The spell ends and the great sequoia turns back into a tree, and with that sudden jolt, every single leaf on the tree begins falling, drifting down around you. What your brother sees is a heroic figure staring out across a land that he has saved with this beautiful, the pink and purple petals of the flowers and beautiful rich green leaves coming down around him.
I'm sorry, aren't they
blanketing him.
chocolate?
No, they just changed back.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, I was going to say, like, 1
I'm
minute ago.
so sorry. Yes.
That's what he sees. What do you feel?
This is gonna take me a week to have to clean up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Strigsby, you hear a feeble, half-hearted ooh.
I fly over to my truck
You see
body.
the logging machine on its side, its claws slowly coming together, its headlights flickering.
Oh
and
no,
off.
I hug the front of it. Thank you, my friend. You saved us all. Mwah.
The now sentient truck thinks, thank you for just a moment giving me adventure and freedom. I got to feel the air in my lungs. Thank you. But all you hear is, ooh, ooh, and the headlights go out.
Trucky.
You are out of initiative order. You have saved Quillen City
Yay.
for now. People begin to rebuild what needs rebuilding, the houses in the lake beds. These machines start to get stripped for parts for use in Quillen City. Your father is okay. Your mother, it is just her leg. Her spine is fine. It's just a broken leg, which you are able to splint. And you don't have to spend the night in the home of Tibbles. You are given the finest hotel in the city, a wonderful suite at the very top of the Great Sequoia. You pass through a peaceful night as the city lives down below. The next morning, your wagon is repaired using some metal from the logging machines to reinforce it.
Nice.
So that a crash like this in the future should not cause such great destruction.
Are my beetles there?
Your beetles are still there. In the fall, they were able to roll up into a ball, which protected them on the impact. They're a little bit bruised, but they are alive.
Oh, good work, my boys. Nothing will ever tear you apart.
Is there anything anybody would like to do before you depart Quillen City?
I would have, in the evening, I would have just talked to him like, we're gonna have to bring that red panda with us.
Yes, I'm fine with that. I think he's gonna be good.
Yeah.
He's gonna be good help.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
but-
Do
Yeah.
you go to his house to invite him?
Yes.
Yeah, the next morning, yeah.
You knock on the door and it's answered by Bumper. Oh, well, hey, the heroes of Quillen City, eh?
Yes, well, we wouldn't be the heroes of Quillen City without Tibbles, actually.
Yes.
We're very, very proud of him, and I say it loud enough that hopefully he can hear me through the door.
You can see from the doorway, the door in the back corner of the house is creaked open. You see two eyes staring out through the crack at you.
We're very proud of him, and we actually
But
were,
they're talking about you. Come listen.
we're hoping that Tibbles will.
We're talking about Tibbles.
We're definitely
Oh,
talking about
Bible,
Tibbles.
go away.
We're actually hoping that maybe he'll come with us.
You want to take Tibble with you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, Tibbles did a great thing yesterday, but you know, he doesn't leave the house much. You know, we like to keep him here, keep him safe. You know, he doesn't make friends well, and he.
Well, we need to head off to Fort Welling, and we have a book that we need to return. And we would need someone of his skills could help us out very much.
Could we at least ask him if he would come with us?
Sure. I mean, he's an adult. He can. Tibbles, come out of your room, buddy.
I go down.
Robert and Strigsby, they want you to go with them.
To the outside?
What?
To the outside?
Yeah, to a lot of the outside. Outside
Yeah, it'll be fun.
the house and outside, you know, the woods and out into the big wide open world.
Do you want me to go?
No, I want you to stay here. That's all we've ever wanted, is you to just stay here, because you didn't do great on the outside. But I'm starting to think now that perhaps maybe we were the ones who weren't doing great. Maybe if we just step back a little bit, you could have found your own way on the outside. We were trying to get you to do our way, which is because I don't know if your mom or your brother would be here today if you hadn't done what you did. So no, I don't want you to go, but I'm not always right.
So that I should probably ask Mom.
You want me to get your mom? It's hard for her to get downstairs with that broken leg, but I can.
Yeah, no, I could probably go up and ask.
Or you can make a decision for yourself, son. Because you have a right to do that. Because you can do that. And you should.
Oh. Okay. So, I go to the outside. I get this tattoo removed.
When did you get a tattoo?
It happened. I touched the magical light glowing thing that
You took my son for a tattoo?
No.
Did you give him eucalyptus leaves too?
Of course not. Of course not. Don't worry about it. It will take care of it. It'll be gone. And
It's a
you'll be
temporary
fine. Yes.
tattoo.
All right.
In a way.
We hope.
We hope. What? Definitely you should come with us.
Yes.
Tibbles hasn't seen the outside. Tibbles is afraid of the outside, but Tibbles wants to go. So then Tibbles can decide if he wants to stay.
Okay then. All right. Well. All right. Let's pack some stuff for you, and let's
I have nothing.
That's right.
Remember your stick? You
I
might
got
need
my
that.
stick! I go get my stick! I run upstairs. Very excitedly.
You promise you take care of him.
We promise.
All right.
Absolutely.
'Cause his mother and his brother and I, we love him. Okay?
You should tell him that before he leaves.
Okay. Hey, son?
I just gotta say goodbye to Bob.
Okay.
I quickly slide in, like, aggressively tackle my mom to give her a hug.
Okay, all right. Leg's still broken.
Bob, I go to the outside so that I can decide if I want to stay on the inside.
Oh. Okay.
Bob,
Yes?
I'm destined for greatness.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. Hey, I was meant to in a couple months. The organization I wrestled for, they wanted to give me a new story, sort of a new character. I was, I'm a heel, I'm a villain, but they wanted to give me a face turn, turn me into a good guy. It was still a couple months away. I'm probably not going to get to do it now because the leg. They'd already had a new mask made for me, though. She reaches under the bed and pulls out a box, velvet-lined, with this fresh new luchador latex mask. Beautiful. Unlike the harsh, discordant colors of her old mask, this is a beautiful pink and gold mask. I'm not going to get to be a hero now, so if you're destined for great things, you should take it with you.
Do you want me to wrestle for you? Is that what you're asking?
Oh, fuck. I want you to go do the things that you're going to do, but you can take that mask, wear it, maybe, if it gives you confidence. You can wrestle as well if you want, but go do it wherever you're going.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye! I turn around and run.
Down the stairs, your dad is waiting there with you. He's got a little knapsack. You don't have any belongings, but he's put some food, some rations, some water in there for you. So you've got for the long road ahead. Who knows? Next time you'll be in a place like this with a warm place to curl up on your tail and food
And now 2 sticks.
And now 2 sticks. Yeah. Come home safe. Whether you want to stay here forever or not, whatever goes on out there, just come home one time to let us know that you're okay at least. And I love you. I love you so much, kid.
He kind of just drops the stick. That's a 4. I think it's a confusing, overwhelming feeling where he's not quite sure how to take it. So it's very much just kind of hands up.
No,
and then just falls into
a hug.
him.
Your dad pulls you in close into his warm red fur, nuzzles into your neck. You go out there and you show all the people who made you feel small and scared, including me. You show us wrong. He lets go of the hug and makes way for you to walk out the door to join your party.
Bramble,
Yeah?
I need you to do me a favor.
What's up?
I need you to tell Jeff to take on the responsibility of putting the leaves back up on the tree, because I can't do it.
I will do this for you. You turn and Jeff is there and you're, I've been here for the last 8 hours.
Oh, that's so quick. I didn't question you where we slept?
No,
That's amazing. You probably could tell 2 seconds into the future if I was going to roll over.
that's true. And even if you had rolled over on me, I am incredibly overpowered.
Jeff, I really need you to put the leaves back up and do me a secret favor. And just keep an eye out for them and make sure that nothing bad happens.
His eyes glow. They stop. They're going to miss you, Tibbles.
I'm gonna miss them. I'm gonna miss you. And I'm gonna miss home. But I'm gonna go to the outside. And then I'll see if I like the inside. I'll pop him on a wall?
You can do that. You can pop him on the wall.
Yeah.
A wall?
Good. I'm sideways now.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go return the book.
Yes, jump aboard. This is the Magical Mystery Tour. This is my wagon.
Oh, I have a bed on a wagon! I run.
You guys take off down the branch. You're at the bottom. You're in the valley. So you take off down the trunk of the tree, climbing, the two of you, flying Strigsby Noctwing, flying past a dusty baseball bat that's still lying in the dirt. Come back for more! Oh, wait, no, don't leave me!
I'm gonna poop on it as I fly over it.
Splat. Baseball bat. Little do you know the extent of my evil plans. Then a bear steps on it and cracks it in half.
Oh, one of the beavers were going to get it.
Sorry?
I thought a beaver would get it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
There's still time.
But maybe it's twice as evil now. It's split in half.
If a beaver eats the wood, does the beaver become evil? The reaction from the audience is like, oh,
Who cares about this
philosophy.
evil duck?
You guys climb aboard the wagon, the Magical Mystery Tour, and begin to make your way out of Quillen City, back out into Atropa and the world beyond. First, Strigsby stepping out of his home, and now Tibbles. And as the beetles and wagon breach the edge of the city, you feel a rumbling in the earth and a voice inside all three of you. The voice of the great Sequoia. Thank you. Thank you for everything. And that is where we will end our session for today. Thank you all so much for joining us here at the Adventuring Portal. My name is Bradley Ward. This is John Freno, Leo Medei, and Adam Armit. Thank you guys so much for your NPCs, for your spells, for your rolls. Thank you all so much. Good night, guys.
Thanks for listening to Forgotten Gods. Subscribe to our Patreon for more behind-the-scenes content, and follow Adventuring Portal on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with everything. For more on what we're doing outside of podcasting and in the world of theatre and comedy, check out Rising Arts Productions on Facebook and Instagram.
Hello! Just giving a big shout out to all of our Patreon members, being Alex Cuff, Samantha Sweeting, and Emily Hess, from the big love and spirit of Kevin Langley. Wherever the road may take you, I hope you get there.
Through the
This has been a Rising Arts production.